Welcome to 505 Live.
Ooh, wow. Yeah.
We have
Crazy times,
a tribute show tonight after the aftermath of what was an amazing overdrive. And we saw so many things that happened. And, I mean, it was enough to make me lose my cool in a couple of places.
You did lose your cool
a
couple times.
There was more than once. And we're going to talk a lot about that tonight. And we're also going to see some backstage interviews with, I have to interview the family.
You act like that's like a bad thing.
Well, I mean,
I'm sure they can make it a rough time for you if you want it.
I really hope not. I hope Judas isn't listening, but I have a feeling that he probably is, and I know that he listened to
Judas listens to everything.
Judas
listens to everything, and I told you that's why he was mad at Ricky Morton. Look what Ricky Morton's done so far, all right? He's really kind of interjected himself a lot lately, hasn't he? I mean, I know it's SOM, right?
He has, but...
The Amish?
The Amish.
Really?
The Amish are our new East Tennessee tag team titles.
Right. So there's one. And we all know, I know Judas will not quit talking about this podcast thing that Ricky Morton went on and kind of ran it. And, you know, he's not happy about how we were represented here at SOM. So that's just one other thing.
Well, we've got a lot of stuff to cover tonight, so you guys hang in with us. Welcome to SOM 505 Live.
But most importantly to us here at SOM, 2 weeks ago we lost one of our own. You knew him as Mr. Excellent. We knew him as Dan. Tonight, all the wrestlers and all the crew are wearing red and yellow in honor of Mr. Excellent.
Even attempts to stand back up.
What's happening here?
What's James Anthony doing now? Oh, no.
Well,
Malik!
I'm watching the monitor.
No!
Can't not see it. I mean, you can't unsee that. I mean.
Oh, he goes for it. He misses. Nathan Cross rolling him up.
No count out. Nothing. Yeah. You haven't been hit with a kendo stick?
No.
Oh, it's great, baby. Oh, it's awesome.
Oh, my God.
I'm being sarcastic.
Oh!
Great camera work by Tim down there. He's doing great. Ow! I can honestly say come on, you need to go. Woo, there you go.
Look at the welts on his back.
Already.
From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate every single one of you that paid to come see me and the rest of these guys and gals here tonight, putting our bodies on the line for your entertainment. I know we may not have seen eye to eye all the time since I've been out here, but just so you know, I appreciate and thank each and every one of you in this building right now. Y'all be safe on the ride home and keep loving professional wrestling. God bless all of you. God bless us.
I can't thank you guys enough for coming out here. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I'm the greatest hybrid champion ever, and that's exactly why. That is exactly why you three talented sons of a guns are on my show. Now,
Hold on, guys. Look, I just got to the back. I was getting ready to hand the timekeeper the tag titles, and we got a phone call from Ricky Morton, the owner of SOM. Ricky Morton.
What?
Look, I'm just going to put this as nicely as possible. Ricky is your boss. He signs your check, but if you keep pushing it, you may not get another check. Ricky Morton has added a tag team to make this a triple threat.
what?
Oh, Judas is not happy about that.
Why would he do that?
They are making their way toward the ring right now.
What the hell?
That.
What the hell, man?
Who's this?
I know exactly. If it is who I think it is, this could just be their music. No. I've seen pictures. I've seen there we go.
Sends him over. Oh! Jackson Black. Judas is beside himself. A little animosity there.
But this thing's been kind of breaking down all night, man. I know that in your interview earlier,
But there
Ricky
you
Dooley
go.
kind of showed his
There's
ass.
drink. Oh! Ricky Dooley just spit the Dooley juice in his face. And then what is that?
Right.
What is Klepper doing out here? And
What the hell? It's been a long time since I've seen. It's the gentleman.
the gentleman Klepper?
No, it's just my man.
Ricky Dooley?
No, Richard.
Now Judas is really beside himself, Malik.
He's like, what the hell?
Now Klepper has got a partner.
And there you go.
What the
Everybody, what do you think? Who's beside himself? Who knows what's going on? Who is that? Who is it? No! Who is that? Yeah.
You have got to
yes.
me.
Whoa. Now he's going to change the title. He's going to make it cold. That's the Price is Right tonight. That's his move, Paul. He says he's going to play Price is
Roll it
Right.
over. Two. Oh!
Said he wanted a title shot. Can't really get one.
Well. Oh my God! Spiral Grave on the East Tennessee title.
With no damn referee.
With no referee. Trying to wake referee Willie up.
Give him a little dip.
Rolling over there to count. One.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with the Amish, our brand new East Tennessee Tag Team title holders. Amish, where did you guys come from? Where have you been?
Man, it feels great to be back at the School of Morton, baby, and your new 7-time East Tennessee Tag Team Champions. Now, I know we got a new name and a new look, but we got the same great taste, baby. And Amish country is here to stay, Jack.
You can take that to the chapel.
Wow. Our East Tennessee Tag Team holders. We'll be right back. I'm Bobby Lee, and I am here with the family.
It's grown a little bit, hasn't it? Has grown, hasn't it? Well, are you going to do the damn interview or what?
Well, first thing first. What's next for Jackson Black?
Well, what's next for Jackson Black is Hunter's going to do his thing. They're going to go do their gentlemanly thing, and I'm just going to stretch and beat up whoever's left. Okay, that's my plan. Pretzels, tap outs, beat them up, punch them. That's my deal.
Well, with everything that happened this week, is there anybody that you're wanting to go against?
See, there's somebody I want to go against because his brother ended up hurting me in the ring. It was maybe a year ago. And that was Mr. AJ Kazana, so I want the young seedling. I want the Captain Kirk, because I'm going to beam him up to the mothership.
Speaking of beaming somebody up to the mothership, Big Man, what is going to happen whenever you get into that Agoji?
Every time I step in that ring, bodies get dropped. I've been week after week taking on 1, 2, 3, so what's 4 opponents? I plan on destroying everyone who gets in that freaking ring. And you better believe I have my eyes set on some singles gold.
And of course, our newest, I'm guessing, tag team, Jeff Klepper and Sir Richard Dulay. Is Dulay?
Did we screw you up or what? Did we screw all y'all's people's heads, mess with y'all's minds? Did y'all actually fall for this ruse between me and this guy right here about us hating each other? Huh? Oh, shut your mouth.
I refuse to believe that you had this all planned out. There's no way.
You all fell for it. You see, when you were playing checkers, Judas and I were playing chess, because instead of being screwed over by Judas, we were screwing all of you over because we were bringing back the greatest tag team to ever set foot in the School of Morton, the Extraordinary Gentlemen's Club.
Ricky, really?
He pays more. That's why.
You even have to ask that, you moron. Oh, by the way, I got a question for you since I couldn't ask you at Overdrive. Are you a sissy?
No, but I think I am going to get out of here where the getting's good. You've just been introduced to the family. We'll be right back. I'm back with Captain Kirk. Captain Kirk, Overdrive didn't end up the way that you wanted it to, but did an interview earlier with the family. I'm not sure if you heard it, but Jackson Black had a few things that he wanted to say to you. So what are your thoughts on Jackson Black?
Well, first, let me state this out here. Evan Golden ain't nothing but a cheating, lying, no good jabroni. He held my trunks when he counted the 1, 2, 3, and that ain't the first time he's cheated me out of a win of that hybrid championship. Now, Jackson Black's want to talk all this trash? Hell, buddy, I don't think I was here when my brother supposedly hurt you in the ring. And last time I checked, my brother is a NWA contracted superstar. And so why would he ever want to, hurt somebody inside of a wrestling ring? Now you want to call me out? That's a mistake. Because I'm nothing like AJ Kazana. I'm bigger, I'm faster, hell, I'm more athletic. So Jackson Black, you might have signed your own death papers.
Well, you heard it there, folks.
The craziness it's been, it's overdrive, and it's been out of the chain.
Of course, you saw that I narrowly escaped the family earlier.
Yeah, you did.
But I'm not sure how much I've actually escaped them. I feel like I kind of have to keep my head on a swivel right now.
Smart man. It's unfortunate, but you do have to do that.
The family walking out here. The gentleman.
Excellent.
There you go. Captain Kirk. Coming out here ready for business.
You got one crazy fan out there.
Captain Kirk walking into enemy territory. Captain Kirk has not backed down from a challenge yet.
Following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by Judas the Mad Hatter, Sir Jeffrey Clepere, and Sir Richard Dulé. From Orange County, California, the California Dream, Jackson Black.
Family out here in force.
And his opponent, from Knoxville, Tennessee, he is a member of the famed Kazana family. It's Captain Kirk Kazana.
Captain Kirk out here ready for business. A little bit of redemption from what we saw last week.
Well, lately the wrestlers have been given a more format to express themselves here at SOM, and it's really been creating quite the conflicts, has it? I mean,
well, there's nothing that'll get you into a fight quicker than running your mouth. And that's exactly what happened. Was Jackson Black ran his mouth and sucked Kirk Kazana right in.
He did. Just like so many other wrestlers get kind of sucked in by the family talk or the professional talk or whatever. We found a soft spot with Kazana. He talked about his family. He starts to lose his mind.
He definitely did.
You don't think Judas told all the guys that? He was giving them ammunition.
Here they go, back and forth. Jackson Black, the dirtiest player in SOM. Oh, just getting some of the dirt knocked off of him. Captain Kirk blowing him a kiss. Big chop in the corner. Jackson Black is in trouble. Captain Kirk Sends him in. And like I said, all this started from that interview.
It did.
Oh, my God.
Black is getting lit up here.
Captain Kirk going against the California Dream and is in firm control here. Oh, what a shoulder block.
There's that football background coming into play.
No time to talk to Joe. That could have just cost him right there because he was stopping and talking to Joe. He has to jump on somebody like Jackson Black. He is outnumbered outside.
Yes, he is. Well, he's not size. He is outnumbered right now.
He is absolutely outnumbered. The Mad Hatter and the excellent gentleman out here.
Well, that's nothing new either. Like I said, if you go back in the archives, you can start seeing some of their dubious deeds they did over the years.
I just couldn't believe that. I could not believe that Ricky Dooley turned. I can't believe it was a work from the start. Judas had been playing everybody.
So had a Ricky Dooley. RT3 played him, played all the other Dooleys.
And every one of us, folks.
Well, I've always known Ricky Dooley has been kind of the other side. You know what I mean? Like, it surprised me the first time, but not the second or the third or the fourth.
Well, it shocked the hell out of me.
That was your first. You get one, right?
Yeah.
Next time you won't so much, right?
Wow. And yes, I lost my cool.
It happens. That was an emotional night here at SOM. We had a memorial, we had a tribute. Wow. We had some personal grudges that were being settled in the ring.
There was a lot of emotion going on that night.
The fans were hot that night. We were hot that night. Everything was all clicking at Overdrive.
That week was a hard week for everybody.
But the show goes on.
A couple of really great superstars, and the show does go on.
And each one of those stars would say the same thing.
Yep. Just a 2 count.
Black's starting to get his groove here.
Jackson Black picking it up here, and that's a dangerous thing for Captain Kirk. Because Jackson Black is dangerous, dirty, and he has got the numbers. Kazana in a lot of trouble here. Wow. The family just out there egging him on. You know, so much of this game is physical, but then so much of it is mental, too.
Oh, and a lot of it's numbers.
And then there's the numbers game. There is the numbers game. Courtesy of the Mad Hatter himself. And, of course, Jackson Black being a perfect addition to the family. One to tee off on this second-generation superstar. Of course, been getting a little bit of getting a little bit of national exposure there with running with the NWA.
Yeah.
Going on that World as a Vampire tour. with the smashing pumpkin.
What, with Kerry Morton?
No,
he was out there too.
Santa.
Yeah, Gary was out there wrestling. And Milas, I feel really, right?
Yep.
He won that title, didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely a hard week.
Those have all been people that have been through the SOM universe here at Chucky Dome, have they not?
Yep. Kirk trying to get set up here. Big drop kick.
I remember when you saw EC3 here.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's one of the things that impressed me about some of these guys is people like Kazana is such a big guy, but he is still nimble, you know?
Yeah.
He's not too big to do a drop kick, but boy, that drop kick is going to put some hurting on somebody.
And so is the Giant Hunter.
Yes. What you heard me earlier talking about that Agoji series, which can only be seen on Wednesday nights, 5:05, and a handful of tights, and it's over with.
Here is your winner, representing the family.
The family.
Jackson Black.
Won't be on a roll from here on out.
Well, Judas definitely looks happier than he has been here recently, but you don't know what Judas is thinking.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with Nathan Cross. Nathan, things did not end at Overdrive the way that you thought that they were going to, and it comes down to you being screwed over.
Yeah. To say I'm disappointed would be an understatement. I mean, after everything James put me through, I had to hobble in on one leg into war with a man that was going to do anything to make sure he remained champion. And he did just that. Not only did James target my injured foot, but he tried to make sure that I would never wrestle again. And I take that personally, James. But I can't do anything about Overdrive now. What's in the past has to stay in the past. All we can do is look to the future. And well, this foot, it will heal up eventually. And if you think you got away from me, James, you got another thing coming. I will chase you to the ends of the earth if that's what it takes. So here I am hereby formally challenging the champion James Anthony to a rematch. Whether it's here, CJ's, any place, anytime, I'll be waiting.
Wow. Nathan Cross is definitely not happy. I don't think the SOM family was very happy with that one, but the only one that was happy about it was James Anthony. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, the golden child, Evan Golden.
Golden boy.
Child.
Shut up. Hey, I want each and every one of you morons to keep your mouths shut right now. Make no noise. Look. I'm trying to talk. I am trying to talk, so silence. Shut up, redneck. Shut up. I don't want to talk to you people, so can it? What's wrong with these people? Just ask me what you want to ask me. I don't have a lot of time here. I'm the champ. I can't be here all day. What do you want?
So, golden child, how much longer do you think you're going to be able to hold on to that with the tactics that you've been using and coming out here and acting like you're a 4-year-old?
Look, is it an inevitable fact that I have won every single match fair and square, and there is footage? Shut up! The footage that you are seeing, Bobby, is doctored footage. I have never struck a low blow in my life. Never, ever.
Well, I don't think that that's exactly true, but you believe it whichever way you want to. Apparently, you're still the hybrid champion. Congratulations, but you've still got a target right here.
Look, Everybody wants a shot at the hybrid championship. The prestige that I have put behind this bad boy is unheard of. I have defeated the great Kirk Kazana. I have defeated Blade Gibson. And by the way, I want to make a public announcement right now. I will never wrestle Blade Gibson again, and I vow to it. So shut up. I don't ever want to see Blade Gibson across from me in the squared circle again, and I will make sure that it does not happen.
Well, thank you for showing up, Golden Child. We'll be right back. Blade, you just heard the Golden Child say that you never get a shot at that hybrid championship again. What are your thoughts?
Evan keeps going around thinking he's the one making the shots. He's the one that gets to decide what he gets to do and when he gets to do it. That's not how SOM works. That's not how it's ever worked. It's always they put people in the ring for a shot at that title. And every time there's been a shot for the hybrid title, I've been in there and I've walked out the winner. So one way or another, Evan, you're going to be standing across the ring from me again, whether you like it or not. Because at the end of the day, the hell with being the greatest, the hell with being the golden child. I am the face of perfection. And time is coming down to an end of your hybrid championship reign. Because I'm going to get the perfect shot to nail your teeth down your throat and shut you up permanently. And that isn't a prediction, that isn't a spoiler. That's going to be nothing more than absolute perfection. So I'll see you soon.
Perfect. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, your new East Tennessee heavyweight champion, Draco.
Bob, I told you, and I told Foshi, one slip up, one mistake, and that's all it takes. I reclaimed the East Tennessee heavyweight championship for the 5th time. I am now a 5-time champion, and I am a fighting champion unlike Tyler Foshi. Anybody wants to step up, you can get it. You can get your neck broke, you can get your head kicked in, and you can get your face caved in. Courtesy of the greatest, Draco.
Big words from that new East Tennessee champion. We'll be right back. Tyler Foshi. Wasn't the best night for you at Overdrive either. What happened?
I don't know what you want me to say. I don't know what they want me to say. I'm a man. I'll admit it. Draco, you pinned me. 1, 2, 3 in the center of that ring. You won tonight, man. Congratulations. You're the new East Tennessee heavyweight champion. And as for me, Bob, and everybody, I'm done. I don't know what's next.
I think you've still got a lot more, but that was one hell of a match. If you didn't get to check it out, go back, go check out 505 Live, and go check out Overdrive. Subscribe, $4.99. Get to see all the content and get to see what really happened there. We'll be right back. My guest at this time, the person that got to stay in town, Michael Gabriel.
Why, yes. Jordan Cruz is currently on his way, or has even arrived back in his little old town of San Francisco, California. But you see, people might be wondering, what's next for Michael Gabriel? You see, my rod and my staff, they comfort me. This is just the beginning. The Almighty will be glorified, no matter if my opponent wants to be or forced against it. I'll see SOM very, very soon.
What a match that one was too, folks. You definitely have to check it out. Ricky Morton's YouTube page, subscribe, $4.99. what a hell of an overdrive we had. We'll be right back.
And I got to have the privilege. And I found out a lot about this. I found out about what was going on. You and I both had questions.
Wait a minute, privilege? I didn't know we were talking about. I didn't know we were talking about Evan Golden. I mean, Michael Gabriel's right there.
Yes, I was privileged to talk to him too.
Oh, okay.
We had our interview earlier today during our pre-show, and he explained to me why he set this up, why he's been upset with Mr. Cruz for the last couple of weeks, and about how disappointed he's been in his lack of motivation.
Well, you heard Cruz, and you heard how much bullcrap this guy is sending around.
Yeah, I heard your interview over here. Did you get his number? I wonder if you're going to be a little biased there in this one.
Well, Michael Gabriel has no room to talk there. I mean, it's his job as a cult leader to convince people, and he couldn't convince this man.
And I'm glad you brought that up, because at the end of the day, that's what I got from that interview. When you lose somebody from your flock, you take it very personal. He invested in him, he gave to him, he thought he let him sleep at his house. He introduced him to the good doctor. They talked about that, and he feels like he stabbed him in the back. Really, honestly, that's what he said he felt. He really kind of smiles, comes out here. You felt the
story definitely
there.
seems to be the same on the other side.
I know. I mean, there's two sides to each story, right? And then the truth is in the middle. And that's where you and I come in.
I mean, how much crap did this guy have to shovel for Michael Gabriel?
Well, either way,
both of them standing out.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. It is a no disqualification match, and the loser must leave Tennessee. Introducing first, on my left, from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 215 pounds, Jordan Cruz. And his opponent, from the heights of Zion, weighing in at 216 pounds, Michael Gabriel.
like I said, he took it very personal. We both addressed this. We both got to hear both sides of the story. Oh, we got Willie Manus in there today. He's off his suspension. Still on thin
Willie
ice.
is back.
He's on thin ice.
And Cruz ready to rock and roll.
Oh, I like the game. You see the game.
Gabriel taking his time.
That's right. Take your time. You ain't got to hurry up.
But Cruz has got to watch himself. He can go in hot.
So like we said before, you and I both got to talk to these guys. You got your side, I got it over here. So there's one side and there's the other, and then there's the truth that's in the middle. Correct, right. So this is where the rubber hits the road.
Well, the truth is that these guys did not get along because Jordan Cruz didn't drink the Kool-Aid.
Well, he didn't reciprocate. He didn't reciprocate what was given out to him, man.
He just didn't drink the Kool-Aid.
He didn't drink the Kool-Aid. See?
Listen at them. They're going back and forth.
Oh, Willie got caught up in that. Telling you.
Gabriel.
These guys don't give a crap who's in the ring.
Just teeing off on Jordan Cruz.
But you can hear the disappointment in his voice when he's talking to me. I don't know if you've ever mentored somebody and they broke your heart. Just totally went against everything you told them. Have you ever had that happen to you in your life? It's heartbreaking, man. It's hard not to take that personal.
But it's all in how you treat your flock as well. And when you treat them like a piece of meat, then they are not going to respond. They are not going to follow. Oh,
wow.
What was that?
Well, he definitely had different tactics. And that was unusual, to say the least.
He's got him by the man bun.
Hit him in the head in the second turnbuckle. Going
to take it to the outside.
There you are over at Bob's Corner over there. That's what we're starting to call it, Bob's Corner. And who the hell is Tim?
I don't know.
They couldn't figure that out either.
I think he's our cameraman tonight.
Well, I tell you what, he's been doing a great job tonight, that guy.
He has been doing a great job.
Thank you, Tim.
Oh my God.
Wow. He about knocked his nipple off. He's taking his divine intervention a little tough here, huh? You notice? I noticed
yeah,
something.
I guess it matters who leaves town as long as they leave with their nipples. I mean.
Oh, well, being a little polite there. To do something very mean.
It just puts him right into the post.
But he was polite about it. He asked him to move, and he moved.
Just more and more punishment.
Oh, he's going
to
to
deal
the other one,
out on Michael Gabriel, and now.
Oh, he wants his book?
It looks like he's using the book of Gabriel, making him read it.
Well, that's one way to get a couple chapters in osmosis, why?
Read his own book. Oh, just beating the hell out of him. Oh! My God!
That was different. That's a way of using the homework, right?
Cruz is on an absolute tear right now.
But there's some big stipulations on match here, man. This isn't just a typical match there. We've kind of been downplaying that a little bit. Whoever loses this is out of here, man. They're out of here. Gabriel said he's already bought him a ticket for an airplane to get out of here.
Oh.
All he's got to do is go to the Tri-Cities Airport.
Oh, my God, what a Russian leg sweep.
One-way trip to San Francisco. He's already got it booked.
Well, Michael Gabriel is definitely somebody that you have to watch in this ring.
Not only that, he's very intelligent, okay?
He is very intelligent.
That's scary. That's a scary person when you're evil and intelligent, like Judas and other people. Some say it like myself, but it's if you're intelligent, that's a scary beast, man.
Oh boy, Judas coming up tonight.
He is
and
pissed.
His family.
He is pissed off, man.
He is. And of course, I got to hear from RT Dooley.
I'm sorry, I saw that. What's up with that, man? I feel sorry a little bit for RT3. I'm sorry. You know how much you're chomping at the
bit
bit?
On his own tonight.
Look at his chest. Is he bleeding?
For any of you that watched the pre-show tonight.
Is he bleeding? I think his chest is bleeding, bro.
It looks like it.
Well, anyway, these guys are laying everything out because, like I said, it's a one trip out of here. And these guys are big shit talkers anyway, both of them, right? I mean, come on, you and I both know that.
But if they have to leave the state, I mean, it definitely takes them out of their comfort zone. And they're going to have to build up a whole new place somewhere else. He's going to have to start preaching to a whole new congregation of people. And Willie with the two.
Everybody knows this. You miss 1 week of SOM, man. You go way back to the end of the line.
You do.
There's a lot of surprises that's happening here already here at SOM. And the big surprise right now is who's going to be the guy that's going to be out of here.
Yeah. Who gets to carry on? Who has to leave?
Well, the fans have kind of gone on Cruz's side, kind of endured themselves with Cruz in the last couple of weeks here at SOM. Yourself included. You hated him for the longest time.
I did, but I can't say that this new Jordan Cruz that we're seeing is not appealing. I mean, he has been so fired up.
I don't think he lost a nipple. He grew a nipple. Here we go.
And here he goes, firing back up, swinging a miss.
Whoa,
my God. What a neck breaker.
That close to head to the Tri-Cities Airport here, about 45 minutes down the road?
But of course,
one-way ticket out of here.
Willie counts slow as Christmas.
Well, he's an alumni from the Bronco Lumich School of Refereeing. He's an honorary member there. He didn't count with his foot.
What is he doing?
Doesn't anything go?
He's bringing out a kendo stick.
Well, everything goes, right?
Is it everything?
Hey, loser leaves town. I thought everything went.
I guess so.
Yeah, I thought everything goes out the door. No count outs, nothing. Yeah. You ever been hit with a kendo stick?
No.
Oh, it's great, baby. Oh, it's awesome.
Oh, my God.
I'm being sarcastic.
Oh!
Great camera work by Tim down there. He's doing great.
Ow!
I can honestly say come on, you need to go. Woo, there you go.
Look at the welts on his back.
Already.
Oh, my God. He is cut open.
He is. Now chest time. But you know what? Something tells me you better be able to give what you can take. Because if Cruz gets that, it's done. You can see the scars right there on the back.
Oh, Gabriel getting ready to sacrifice him. But hits himself. Cruz coming out of nowhere. This could be his opportunity.
I think he wants to get a hold of that kendo stick. Something's telling me that. I could just see it in his eyes. He's going to give him a receipt.
Oh, he's got him up. What's he going to do with him? Oh, my God.
He's not done.
Dropping the Top Gun. Goes for the count.
That's not going to be enough, probably. Nope.
And still only a 2 count.
I see him eyeballing that stick. I know what's happening going through his brain. He sees that white back there, and he's thinking,
Little bit of turnabout's fair play.
Yeah, that's a lot of real estate, bro. I'm seeing it. I know it.
Oh, buddy, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh!
He's going to break it on him.
Michael Gabriel in a lot of trouble now.
See, I told you, animosity.
Oh!
Oh, he hit him in the liver, made it quiver. Oh! He's supposed to hit him right. Oh! Ah, he hit him. Oh!
My God!
Even Willie don't know what to do.
Jordan Cruz has snapped.
He's making his liver quiver. He ain't gonna piss.
And now
blood.
Gabriel is begging him to stop. Oh, that could be bad news. Oh!
That, my friend,
nothing
is
the referee can do.
And he's nothing
except
Cruz
for
is gonna
stand there and watch it.
Cruz is done, man. That's it.
And taking him to the heights of Zion. Oh, my God.
That's for Bray Wyatt, wasn't it?
It was.
Look at his liver, man. He didn't hit him in the back. He hit him in the... He's going to piss blood for a week. He's out.
It is over with.
He's gone. He's out of here.
The winner of the match, Michael Gabriel.
He got his shots
As a
in,
result,
man. You gotta give him
Jordan
respect on that. He got his
Cruz must
shots in.
leave
Definitely
Tennessee.
did get his shots in.
And hey, Gabriel took his shots.
He did.
There he is. He's standing.
I can't fault him for that.
He needs to break that kendo stick if he wants to make it real. End this friendship. Now, Mr. Cruz needs to get on a plane and fly away. Done. He's out of here. It makes sense. The rod, the staff, he brought that up earlier. He told me it'd make sense later. He hit him in the rod, then he hit him with the staff. That's scary, bro.
Folks, we'll be right back.
Kissed him goodbye.
Yeah.
Kiss goodbye.
Definitely a long kiss goodbye
Well,
on that
Mr.
one.
Cruz, well, he's out of here. And you were
I
just
can't
starting to
believe
like
it.
him.
I mean, I was just starting to like
So
it.
were they.
But that was that
go ahead,
hurt
you
me.
can
I
do it
mean,
too.
he is going to be hurting so bad tomorrow. But you saw a lot of one thing that we haven't talked about.
Oh, here he goes. I think he's going to say something here.
Ladies and gentlemen, that wasn't the outcome that I promised. Anything goes in a no DQ. And I'm going to be a man of my word. And I'm going to leave Tennessee. But from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate every single one of you that paid to come see me and the rest of these guys and gals here tonight, putting our bodies on the line for your entertainment. I know we may not have seen eye to eye all the time since I've been out here, but just so you know, I appreciate and thank each and every one of you in this building right now. Y'all be safe on the ride home and keep loving professional wrestling. God bless all of you. God bless SOM.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back.
And you hear that music, that sophisticated music. Do you hear that? That sounds like refinery. Hey, it's the finer things alive. Pardon me, but do you have any gray poop on?
There was a lot of poop on Overdrive.
You thought a pile of poop, didn't you?
It was.
But there he is in all of his glory.
I could not believe
Richard Dulé.
what happened in Overdrive.
You heard what
I still can't believe
Money talks, baby.
That it was all
a ruse.
A ruse.
A work.
Klepper's been fighting against them for weeks.
You thought he was.
I mean, I don't understand.
He's a great actor, isn't he?
Apparently so, because he totally had me fooled.
Jeff Kleppe. Richard Dulé, the excellent gentleman. There they are.
The excellent gentleman, now part of the family.
All right, look at that. He gave it the white glove test. It's the dirty ring. Willie, hell, that'll take 20 years for him to clean the ring. What do you need to just get that match on?
Oh, Lord.
Willie probably didn't clean his ass. He ain't definitely going to clean the ring.
And here comes somebody who has taken on all comers.
Santiago.
The
Aztec Warrior, huh?
Love the Aztec Warrior. Somebody that has not backed down from a challenge yet. Has been awesome in the Agoji series.
Yes.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
But then
Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Judas the Mad Hatter and Sir Richard Dulé. Representing the Extraordinary Gentlemen's Club, Sir Jeff Klepper.
The Extraordinary Gentlemen's Club.
And his opponent, he is the Aztec Jaguar Warrior, Santiago.
We got some wild fans in here tonight here at the Chucky Dome, that's for sure. One of them has got a really high-pitched voice, but that's a Santiago fan.
I think somebody's been into the dooley-doo.
Testosterone? There we go. He's got to get his stuff all proper and ready to get started here. This ring has already failed the white glove test. But I don't think Willie's going to clean the ropes, do you? I don't think he cleaned his ass before the match. But anyway.
It may be doubtful.
There he is with this little beret.
Klepper.
I'm telling you, we're going to have to get
taking his time.
We're set in stone here before long. We have to start.
Like I said, just taking his time.
All right. So you were surprised about what happened. I was not surprised at all.
Were you in on it too?
Well, let's just say I knew for quite a while some things were going to be happening. Judas told me not to.
Why am I not surprised about that either?
Oh, the party we had after Overdrive was fantastic.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. Well, the Amish had to get out there. We almost got the chicken. You know what?
Oh, yeah?
It's about 2 o'clock in the morning, and everybody decided. Judas was like, let's go get the chicken. Let's go find it.
Yeah. They gave me the address for a Dairy Queen.
Soft serve.
Well, it's a good blizzard.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Here we go. Clip and Santiago.
Wow, quite an international flair here at SOM tonight, huh?
Just a tad bit. Of course, we've had a lot of interviews tonight.
Wow!
Oh, what a big slap.
That's just mean, right?
There's that arrogance mixed with that new streak of violence.
Well, see, he's
this
sticking.
Character actually probably fits him better.
That's right, because his European tan can, like, fit in. He's got a lot of European things going on. Santiago is quite the international flair himself. Every time I see him, I think about Apocalypto, that movie, and the Warriors, about how they fought for their lives, right?
Absolutely. And he
fit
comes
right
in here and fights for his life every week.
He is the modern-day Aztec warrior.
And he is not scared of anything.
Or to his own demise sometimes,
To his
right?
own demise. But he's in a bad spot now as Ricky Dulé comes in with his Dulé uppercuts.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, of course nobody's doing nothing, says Judas. Still only a 2 count.
A little bit of that arrogance kind of flows over a little bit into this elegant guy, you know what I'm saying?
But
this
is not the person to fool with and to be arrogant with. So far, yes, he has kept him grounded. But this, again, is one of those grudge matches that's
right.
left over from the Greene County Fair. And we've seen it once before, and now we're getting to see it again.
And it probably won't be the end of it here.
Well, if there's one thing that the family seems to like to do is to beat a dead horse or beat a dead cat. By the way, no animals were harmed in the taping of this SOM.
No chickens or jaguars.
And make sure that you get your animals spayed and neutered.
That's shout out to Bob Barker. You know, he's the closest person to make it to 100 without going over.
He was.
Yeah, sure.
Klepper calling for one more.
But that's that arrogance coming out again. All this time that he's taking, even to talk to anybody.
And of
Right
course,
there,
that was part of the ruse as well. I mean, you thought that Judas was trying to take away that arrogant streak. Instead, he was building that up to this to what he is right now. He built the violence, and now is giving him complete leadway to do both.
Well, a while back, Judas and I had to do something like that to politic to get me to be a general manager here at SOM. He fired me, remember?
Yeah.
He fired me, got rid of me. He didn't. I was on hiatus. I came back as a GM. So there's sometimes it's not what you see, it's what it is, right?
Well, still only a 2 count there.
But the further this goes on, the more
and
it's going to be
in a bad spot there. Santiago, that chin buster.
He's getting that second win. And he can have 3, 4, 5 wins.
Oh, he's fired up now. That big kick.
Grab the ropes. That's that experience from Cleppier. It's going to be hard to get this one down.
Santiago is fired up. What's he got going here? Oh, a swing and a miss. Swing and a miss, and
He didn't miss on that one. He did not
miss on that one. Nothing but a 6 of hearts with a 3.
What a SOM 505. So for the excellent gentleman.
The winner of the
But
match,
this is only a singles. Wait till you see him
Sir Jeff Clapper.
Those two together are a scary thing. I've said it before, Ricky Dooley is a great tag team wrestler. So is Sir Jeff Clapper. And of course, Judas couldn't be happier about the results.
Well, he was very upset with a lot of things going on.
And sending Santiago flying. Folks, we've had a great night with you here. Thank you for joining us here on SOM 505 Live.